All right, so let's start this broadcast with an interesting bit of an update that's in fact coming. This is according to an American research firm that goes by the name Morning Consult, and it has said that the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi has yet again emerged as the world's most popular leader amongst his followers. Now, following him very closely in his footsteps is the Mexican President Manuel Lopez Obrador, and third on the list is the Italian Prime Minister Mario Draghi. And all of these leaders have, of course, eclipsed other popular democratic leaders such as President Joe Biden of the United States, the German Chancellor Angela Merkel, and also the British Prime Minister Boris Johnson. A data intelligence firm that goes by the name Morning Consult is the one that has carried out a survey of all of these leaders. This was a survey of about 13 different world leaders. And India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi has got approval ratings that amount to almost about 70% amongst his followers. Just about 20-odd% of the people disapproved of the Indian Prime Minister. The Mexican President Manuel Lopez Obrador follows him on the approval ratings with a rating of nearly 66% who approve of his style of working. And Mario Draghi, who's been dealing with a lot of political and financial instability in his nation, is on the third position. Joe Biden, on this list of 13 people, is on the sixth position, two places below the outgoing German Chancellor Angela Merkel, while Britain's Prime Minister Boris Johnson rounds off the top 10 list. Now, India's Prime Minister has been credited with several high-profile initiatives, both at home and also abroad. These include the world's largest vaccination drive, leading the world's climate fight, a key role in the Afghan peace process, and also keeping the world's focus on anti-terrorism, hosting the very first UNSC meet on maritime security, and also spearheading India's post-pandemic economic revival, amongst many other issues. Now, according to this American data research firm called Morning Consult, the Indian Prime Minister had received about 60% approval ratings ever since the company started collecting data in 2019. So this firm that collects this fascinating data in terms of how popular a leader is has been in existence for the last 2 years. And remember, it has been looking at the data very closely for different political leaders around the world. And it has, of course, said that it is the Indian Prime Minister who happens to be the world's most popular leader with the highest approval rating. And one of the aspects as to why the Indian Prime Minister has received such approval for his work is because of the spectacular manner in which the vaccination drive was conducted, where more than 1 billion vaccines have in fact been delivered. The World Health Organization has also said that the landmark was, of course, a sign of India's strong leadership. Now, India's indigenously developed covaxin has also now been approved by the WHO finally, and the global health body seeks to inoculate nearly about 40% of the world's population by the end of this year. And leading the fight against climate change are also post-pandemic recovery and strong pitches that were made by the Indian Prime Minister at the G20 summit and also the climate summit, that is the COP26 summit. All of this has, of course, catapulted the Indian Prime Minister as one of the most popular leaders in the world. And the Prime Minister has also laid out some 5 steps for India's blueprint in tackling the ecological crisis at the COP26 summit in Glasgow. India has nearly the lowest, one of the lowest per capita carbon emissions among the world's major economies. The Prime Minister has also claimed India's account for only 5% of the world's carbon emissions, despite accounting for 17% of the world's population.
You have the floor. Friends, पहला, भारत 2030 तक अपनी नॉन फोसिल एनर्जी कैपेसिटी को 500 गीगावाट तक पहुंचाएगा। दूसरा, भारत 2030 तक अपनी 50% एनर्जी रिक्वायरमेंट्स रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी से पूरी करेगा। तीसरा, भारत अब से लेकर 2030 तक के कुल प्रोजेक्टेड कार्बन एमिशन में 1 बिलियन टन की कमी करेगा। चौथा, 2030 तक भारत अपनी अर्थव्यवस्था की कार्बन इंटेंसिटी को 45% से भी कम करेगा और पांचवा, वर्ष 2070 तक भारत नेट जीरो का लक्ष्य हासिल करेगा।
All right, so these are some of the parameters on basis of which this American data research firm called Morning Consult has, of course, concluded that the Indian Prime Minister is indeed the most popular leader in the world with an approval rating of nearly about 70%. Remember, he's also eyeing for a third term in office in the elections that are slated to be held in 2024. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.